Hey there, guys. It's me, Zalo, and today I am coming right back at you again with another reaction. This time we're going to be reacting to When Earth's Shield Fails, the Dead Will Rise. The Plasma Apocalypse by the Files. I just think this sounds, interesting. Just What do you mean the dead will rise? Also, if you don't know anything, I am a giant zombie fan, so this sounds exactly like what I think it is. We'll see if it is. We'll see if it is. I don't know, but well, I guess we're gonna find out what this is together. Zip it in with me. Come on.
Brought to you by PDS Debt.
PDS dead.
In 1989, a solar storm hit Quebec. The storm only lasted a few hours, but it knocked out power for 9 million people. And this was a blessing. Without the Earth's magnetic field, the damage would have been much worse.
Okay.
Our magnetic field protects us. It's been our shield for billions of years,
So you're saying it's a good
stopping
thing.
deadly radiation and keeping our planet survivable. But that shield isn't perfect, and sometimes it fails. Scientists recently found proof inside an old stalagmite from a cave in China. Earth's magnetic field can flip, not slowly over thousands of years, fast, sometimes in just 100 years. The last big flip happened 780,000 years ago, and we're overdue for a big one. But smaller shifts, they happen much more often. When the field flips, the shield weakens to about 10% strength. When that happens, our defenses fail quickly. Solar radiation hits the surface. Plasma from the sun floods the atmosphere. Our magnetic field is weakening right now. It's already 10% weaker since the 1800s. Over the South Atlantic, satellites have been disabled, and the North Magnetic Pole is moving 34 miles a year towards Siberia and moving faster every year. Something is happening. Our ancestors have legends about the last magnetic flip and danger from the sun. The stories are terrifying. They knew this was a cycle. They left warnings for future generations carved in stone. But those warnings are being ignored. Maybe we should start paying attention, because the cycle is about to repeat.
I'd be very interested in seeing what it does when it does. How are you, kid?
Don't be
We just got
afraid.
into
Don't cry, but don't be silent. Don't make problems.
We just got into the video. It's already mad. Okay.
Yeah, human. I need cash fast.
I already don't like where this is going.
Listen, I got a real legal emergency, so if you could just hand over the company card.
I'm not handing anything over. You still owe me from the last time.
Oh, so now you have an issue with my ergonomic leather harness purchase?
I've always had a problem with that purchase.
I told you it's for my back problem.
Minute pass.
What were you doing at Falls?
And next thing you know,
I'm gonna get right into
Well, I'd
the
love
video.
to see those.
little smokehouse.
Your page,
Let's get in there.
your phone won't stop ringing. You don't answer, but you know who it is. Debt collectors.
My
They want your
grandfather.
car, your home, your
My
paycheck,
freaking
your
grandfather,
peace.
who I've never met before in my life. I don't know who that guy is. I'll be like, wait, why you calling me fool? What you gotta say? You finally wanted my life? And then I'll start crying. Because, it's cool to be like that.
Browser history.
Yeah, but your mugshots will live forever.
Yeah, so the pain of doing time at Folsom, huh? That's how I hurt my back.
How'd you hurt your back? Did you get into a fight in the yard?
No, my celly was Johnny Rockwell, but everyone in D-Block just called him the Ram.
Folsom, eh?
It's a cycle. The Earth's magnetic field is stable, then it flips. It's also a cycle. The danger isn't so much the flip of the poles, it's the time in between. When the poles flip, the Earth's magnetic field becomes twisted and tangled and very weak. That leaves us vulnerable to solar weather. In 1921, a big solar storm hit Earth. Telegraph stations caught fire. Railroad equipment melted. The sky turned deep red as far south as Texas. And that happened with our magnetic shield at full strength. Imagine that same storm hitting today with our weakened field. The damage would be huge. Plasma could fry every electronic device on Earth. Phones, TVs, computers, the entire internet, gone. Communities would be cut off. Power grids would fail. Modern life then breaks down in minutes. Think about New York City, Chicago, Beijing, in total darkness for weeks. Chaos is an understatement. That was 1921. September 1859 was worse. The Carrington event.
In total darkness. That sounds like a horror level event. Wow. Yeah. Gosh.
Telegraph operators got shocked from their own machines. Sparks flew everywhere. Paper caught fire.
Okay.
The northern lights moved so far south, they were seen in Cuba. People woke up at 2 a.m. and birds started singing. They thought it was morning. The sky was bright enough to read a newspaper outside. Frederick Drew was in Kashmir, India. He wrote in his journal, quote, "The whole northern hemisphere was as light as though the sun was beginning to rise."
Okay.
He described the sky, all crimson, a most vivid blood red color. Drew wasn't a scientist, he just wrote what he saw. Ships at sea were lost. Compasses spun wildly, useless. Sailors saw the ocean glow a strange blue-green light.
The ocean.
This wasn't sunlight. It wasn't the ocean. It was plasma, pure energy from space, slipping through our weak magnetic shield. Scientists found proof of an even bigger event, 1770. Captain James Cook saw it near Indonesia. Chinese astronomers recorded a massive sunspot, twice the size of any seen before. Auroras lasted 9 straight days. Ancient myths talk about this. In Norse legend, Ragnarok, the sky opens, fire giants pour through. The Hopi, Maya, and other native people have similar stories of fire raining from the sky. These legends come from different cultures, different continents, but they all describe the same thing. The sky turns to fire, strange things appear, reality breaks down. Our ancestors weren't surprised by these events. They had warning systems, more advanced than we thought. Systems may be still working today. They knew the signs and carved them into stone, and we're seeing those signs right now.
We are?
The ancients were prepared. They built monuments that we thought were for worship, but they were actually for protection.
What are they? Where are they? And do they
The
still
ancients
work?
knew about the violent solar cycle. They built monuments and used rituals for protection. Look at winter solstice traditions. Almost every major culture has one. They all involve keeping a flame burning through the darkest days.
Yeah.
The Yule log, the Festival of Lights, the Christmas candle. These weren't just celebrations, they were ancient protection rituals. Ancient Egyptians celebrated the Demon Days, a 5-day festival during the darkest time of year. They believed this is when the dark spirits could enter our world. Their protection? Keep flames burning constantly. Roman Saturnalia, Celtic winter solstice, Chinese Dongji festival, all featured continuous flames, light during the darkest days. The Persian Shab Yalda festival celebrated light over darkness by keeping candles burning all night long. And here's what's interesting. These rituals match periods of high solar activity and weakened magnetic fields. Ice core samples show proof of major solar events that line up with the timing of these ancient festivals. These cultures had no contact, yet they all shared the same fear, obsessed with keeping flames burning, and at the exact same time of year. They remembered something we forgot, something ancient, something dangerous. The Department of Defense knows what's coming. They have plans for the aftermath. The plasma hits, electronics stop, air pressure drops, people bleed from their ears, from their nose.
What?
And then creatures appear. The government calls them thanazoids, beings from another dimension. They slip through when reality weakens.
Like
They
aliens?
look like microscopic life blown up to a massive size. Think tardigrade the size of a building. This isn't science fiction. The DoD has Conplan
blood cell?
8888. It details different scenarios. When the magnetic field collapses, they expect temporary reanimation of recently deceased organic matter. In other words, zombies. The military has a guide on how to survive a zombie apocalypse. And most people
Yo, how recent are we talking though? Like 9 months? Because I had a cousin that just passed not too long ago. She ain't been gone that long. Like, that's... She been gone for 4 months, I think. That'd be horrifying to see her just, walking again. We just had her funeral. Huh. I am. How recent is that? I don't know. It's kind of scary. Plus, I think it'd be horrifying to see my grandma walking again. She was frozen. She never actually was buried because we didn't have the funds to bury her. So she's still frozen until she can be buried somewhere. It's That's scary too. What the heck? This kind of sounds. What's that one movie where they're allowed to just? It's one day of chaos where they can just take out anybody that they wanted to, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. That movie, where they wear masks and stuff sometimes, and you can just do whatever you want. All crimes are legal for one day. Um, and that's kind of what it seems like this would be like, because everything's in the dark. No electronics, no electricity. Dude, there's not gonna be lights. We've lived our entire lives in lights. Even the older generations have lived their entire lives with lights. Um, so that's horrifying. Just imagine Gen Alpha without their phones for like a few days. That sounds obnoxiously scary because those kids are just gonna fight constantly. I want my iPad.